Mr. Deeds
No, I've
with
never
Adam
heard of it.
Sandler? Fuck.
Why? What's the reference you're trying to make?
There's this. Let me see if I can find the GIF. I'll put it in prop private chat. So he wins he inherits a shitload of money. He's like this poor guy or whatever. He's like a townsfolk or something,
Mm.
and apparently has a family member that's really rich. So he inherits all this money, and he has a butler that's this Spanish guy. And this one right here. It's in private chat. That's the butler. So he's like, he walks around this mansion, and this guy just shows up out of nowhere and scares the fuck out of Adam Sandler's character.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Whoa, where'd you come from?" And he's like, "I'm very sneaky, sir."
Yeah, that's Miller. That's fucking Miller right there. That's hilarious.
Oh man. Yeah.
All right, we need to. We'll kind of go into probably a hypnosis. I want to make some adjustments.
Sure.
And then we'll do a little drilling. What I want you to do is just cut stuff for losses.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as it's invalidated.
We gotta be. Yeah. There's a point where you're gonna have to just really strive for not making mistakes.
Mm.
Déjame ver somebody.
Like we can't. Sometimes one mistake is one thing. But once you're like making 2, 3 mistakes or whatever, it just becomes a problem.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to make this so difficult is you just have to not make mistakes.
Yeah.
Not get everything connected first. It's like in professional baseball, dude. Like when that ball's flying out in the outfield and these guys have to fucking catch it or whatever. If they drop the ball or don't catch it, it's an error.
Yeah.
You just have to be. You have to be a high performer, man. Like you just have to be on the ragged edge of your abilities every fucking day. That's what's so difficult.
It is. It's tough, and I think when you're doing this shit by yourself, it's like it's almost too much. You know, I think one aspect of team trading that's so important is that you're kind of splitting that burden. It's like marriage. You know, a lot of people like to shit on marriage and everything, but it's like you're splitting your burdens with someone. That other person, your partner, they're taking half of your burdens and it makes it easier for you. And it's kind of like, and I see that, not to get too gay or anything, but I see a lot of that in our trading relationship where it's like, recently, these last couple weeks, I feel like my burdens and my stress is split with you. For better or for worse, that might be making life harder for you, but it's making it easier for me to learn. because I don't have so much shit on my shoulders, you know? Like, there were times where I would go a week with making all these mistakes, and it was just too much, you know? Like, I just wanted to crawl in a hole. It was so fucking hard. And that's not to say that trading isn't still hard, but it's easier. I'm splitting that burden with someone. And it just gives me the ability to come the next day and to perform again. Whereas before, it was like if I made a couple of mistakes one day, it was like the next day I just couldn't do it. Like, I would make more mistakes. And that's how you spiral. That's how you get that domino effect where you just blow accounts. I think that's the difference. I think becoming a successful retail trader by yourself is fucking like 1 in a million, man. 1 in 10 million. I just don't think it exists, and if it does, it's on such a fucking small scale, dude.
You have to well, it's athleticism, dude. It's harder than I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's by far the hardest thing I've ever done.
Mike posted something about team trading and how successful, how much success they've been having with it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Miller's pulling it off, you know.
Yeah.
But I think for him to get to another level and not get stuck or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the solo retail traders that I know, they plateau, you know. They get consistent, they get comfortable, and then that's kind of it, you know. Whereas guys at SMB, it's like they fucking push it. 6 figures, and then one year they're making 7 figures, and then next thing you know, they make fucking 6 figures in one day. They make 7 figures in one day, you know, like fucking Lance Breitstein. He had that day, I think it was August last year, and it was a record day for him. He posted a record fucking day, like 8 figures in one day. I'm like, holy fuck, man. That's crazy.
They also have a big ass churn rate.
Yeah. Which makes sense, you know, because like you were saying, it's athleticism, and not all people. Like, I'm sure fucking MLB has a fucking big washout rate. You know, it just happens.
Okay, where the fuck is my auction vista? I gotta fix the colors on my fucking Dom. It's all fucked up.
Yeah, do that first.
Alright, I'm connecting Chartbook.
Okay, give me a sec. Alright, I'm connected. Give me a test drawing.
Yeah. 10-second. Hold on.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, go ahead and get some Your sound's on. Let me know when they're together.
All right, let me hide my charts too. All right, I got my sounds going.
Looking up. Focusing on a singular dot. Breathing in through the nose. Feeling the fresh, new energy coming in. Breathing out through the mouth. Completely relaxed. With the intentions of maintaining this relaxation, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, feeling relaxed. Breathing out through the nose. Closing your eyes. Seeing the thunderstorm in the distance coming into a field. Watching the grass sway from side to side. Feeling the cool air on the skin as the wind blows the grass from left to the right. Seeing the clouds in the distance flashing and lighting up, billowing with thunder. Watching the grass move from left to right. Seeing the traders around you in holographic form. Seeing mountains in the background with storm clouds above. Tall prairie grass surrounds you. Feeling the cool wind blowing on the face and hearing the thunder of professional trading in the background. You're coming to a place of change and relaxation. Coming to this place, what separates you from everyone else. So very few traders know about this secret place. You know trading is a psychological game. Hearing the wind rustling in the trees. Hearing the wind rustling through the branches. Feeling the thunderstorm billowing all around you. Letting go of everything and slipping deeper and deeper and deeper into this place of relaxation, of professional trading. What if you could imagine yourself trading today? Seeing yourself cutting trades before they hit a stop. Knowing the difference between when you need to take a stop and when you should cut. Watching the price bars. Seeing the patterns on the chart. Seeing channels. Seeing ranges and flat tops and flat bottoms. Watching the lines being drawn on the chart. Looking for repeating patterns. You go for the patterns when you know they are there. You hit in when you see there is opportunity and you know it. You only hit in when you are crystal clear. You know sometimes there's a fine line between crystal clear and knowing that the patterns and setups are there, merging the two together as a marriage. The clarity of the setup and the setup itself. The narrative is telling you the story. This is clarity. Every trade you put on has the potential of not working, but you accept that fact. You do not let every trade ride into a stop. You know you must cut. No, you must cut. Doing what it takes to be a professional trader, because you are a professional trader. You are the trader who you see 10 years down the line. You are a 7-figure trader who is obsessed with the game and improvements in performance. That is all that matters to you. The ability to get better every day. That is your benchmark. Improvements every single day. Enjoying the journey as it unfolds, because that's all you can do. Seeing the setups and the price action dancing and flaring on the screen. You do what is correct, making sure you are crystal clear, doing what is correct, knowing if you should push and knowing if you should scalp, knowing if you should cut, knowing if you should stop, looking at all of these parameters, getting more and more clear on the situations and when you should do what. If you come to conclusions, you know that you accept whatever happens when you put a trade on. You are not affected by losses, nor are you affected by wins. It is all just neutrality for you, because you are striving for perfect performance. Having your emotions tamed, having clarity, being patient and waiting. You know through the thick of it, there's always clarity, much like the storm rolling above your head at this moment. This too will clear, and there will be blue skies ahead. The confusion always clears like the storm clouds above, then it rolls back in. It is just simply a weather cycle, the market going through the seasons. The market has plenty of abundance to give around. There is always opportunity around the next piece of price action. You always have some form of setup show up. There is no scarcity, but pure abundance. As you hear the thunder in the distance, you feel it filling you with abundance. Coming back into the room, slowly back into the room, opening your eyes, enjoying this moment, and getting ready for the trading session. Let's take a look at just breathing. Okay, I guess I can't get All right. Let's do some drills.
All right.
Want you to have stops come in. Hold on, let me get my journal up. I gotta record that screen, otherwise. Let me step into the other room. You guys need dual accounts.
Okay. Faket, could you please draw something in the 10-second chart to see if I'm reconnected? Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Ah, okay. I thought you were gone.
Oh, no, no, no. I got you. Let me. Go to the 10-second. Should see an X.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Oh, hold on. Okay, get ready to drill. Shit. I guess. Hold on. I have to reset the stream real quick. Give me a mic check.
Test, test, 1, 2, test.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and I want you to have your stops on.
20 points.
Let me yep. Go ahead and go short here. And I want you to cut it for a 5-point loss if it comes down to that. You still holding it?
Yep.
You hear me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
cut
5 tick loss.
I want a 5-point loss, 20 ticks.
Oh, 5-point loss. Okay.
So let's do this. I want you to go long.
Didn't fill. Filled.
Let it play. Looks like that might work out. Go ahead and cut it.
All right.
Go ahead and short it.
Got it.
And then go ahead and manage out.
Cut it.
It.
What's that?
Long it.
Got it.
Manage out.
Got it.
Short it.
Filled.
Manage out.
Cut it.
Not being attached. Kind of hit some slips. Let's do a little slips. Go long. Don't chase it. Go short.
Filled.
Not working. Cut it.
Got it.
A little faster. Go long.
Got it.
Cut it.
Got it.
Cut it.
Want to gloss.
Long. Right here.
Got it.
Hold it, 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 hold it. Cut it.
Damn.
Cut it.
Fuck me.
You still holding it?
Yeah, I can't get filled on my cuts.
If you have to, cover the flat key.
Okay.
Long.
Got it.
Cut it.
Got it.
Long. Cut it.
Cut it.
Long.
Filled.
Hold it. Hold it. Break even.
Break even.
Three more minutes. Long. You in it?
Yep.
Cut it.
Got it.
Short. Short. Short.
Got it.
Cut it.
Got it.
Short.
Got it.
Cut it.
Got it.
Short.
Got it.
Hold it. Break even. Cut it. Cut it.
Got it.
You out?
Yep.
Short.
Got it.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Keep holding it. Cut it.
Got it.
1 more minute. Long.
Got it.
Cut it.
Got it.
Long.
Got it.
Hold it. Cut it.
Got it.
Short.
Got it.
Cut it.
Misclick. Got it.
Okay. Kind of know what we're dealing with at this point.
Yeah. I think that helped a lot.
But
Cutting losers like that, because it has to be muscle memory, and I think the problem with flat key is just like it's either stop or flat key, and I try to avoid hitting the flat key. But if I can limit out of losing trades like that, it just helps me build that muscle memory of like, oh, not working, cut it, instead of just, is it working, is it not working, should I hit the flat key, should I wait for my stop, just cut it, you know.
go to the 30-minute. There's really could be taking this big ass reclaim back.
Yeah.
Next time frame, we're starting to get a lot of slanting. Go to the 10-second. Zoom out on the 10-second. Let's start drawing backwards. First thing first, I see this going on. Then I see sort of this, but it's not all that good looking. They hit it down, they V'd it. Looking for repeating patterns. That one went down as well. Then you have just next to it this. Down. Down with followed by a V. Over here, like, do we see any flatness? Not really. Next, we do have kind of this sloppy bullshit. It seems like when they're putting in some form of sideways move, they're fucking V flushing up. See it?
Yep.
Seems like they are taking reclaims back. A lot of reclaims are being taken back. So keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And we've kind of printed all the open stuff on the 10-second. We see the pattern. And this blue one is starting to push out the bottom. Seems volatility is a little bit tamer. Nah, actually, I'll take that back. It's still pretty big.
Yeah, there seems to be like a probable short here, like in the European pattern you drill before bracket, like a little range and
Yeah.
then struggle grind down.
I think I will pass on getting into something like that right here because I'm not crystal clear on what's exactly happening. Because it's not the other blue one puked hard. This one's starting to just kind of like change. We're getting a change of character here. You can see it. Now, actually right about here, it looks like it could short. I'm not going to be able to get into that. Because the red has puked low as well. Let's see what they do. I got a 32.50 short. I'm going to be conservative, though, and take it at 29.75. Don't rush. Do not be influenced by that. You guys are going to have to get used to hearing each other taking trades and not being influenced by it. I just know the red has puked. Could have held it for more. It's all right. Now this chain of blue on top of red are kind of closer than the prior, and it looks like it might be changing character. What I would do is just be conservative with the trading. Scalping. Check my tags. Do we have a range that looked like a medium range? I might have been mid on it.
Looks like they're putting in a flat top at 45 currently.
Yeah, we haven't really seen too much flat topping. There is a flat top here. Oh.
Looks like they just top ticked it maybe.
There's a flat top. Yeah. We know that they have been V flushing. If this turns into a range like the others, but we know there's also a change in character because this red one is breaking out.
Yeah.
You can probably operate mostly on the 10-second chart. It's not so volatile that we're kind of like lost. Gotta be careful. We know they're taking fucking reclaims like a motherfucker. But we also know they won't take certain reclaims as well. You know what I mean? We're kind of experiencing fake out-ish. It's not quite like yesterday. Seeing all the reclaims I'm drawing. seen it potentially pop up through this second blue or the first blue. Maybe they'll jam through it.
They're kind of putting in a flat top of 55, but they haven't touched it yet.
This may turn into a bigger range. If that's the case, this could be changing character. Let's go ahead and overlay our 30 on top. Let's actually look at the 30-minute. You can just see how like windy and choppy the whole fucking thing is. There is a flat top up here. It's location sort of.
Well,
They may be attempting to gun that whole fucking deal down. They're overextending. This could be a V-flush, but here's the deal. This range that we're currently coming out of looks bigger than the other ranges, so let's assume that we got one here. They could V-flush it. Going to 30-minute. It's such a monster reclaim below us. Sometimes they molest the shit out of these big ass reclaims on the 30-minute. So what I'm trying to say is there could be a huge push up.
Are you seeing the same flat top I am at 28? On the 30-minute?
28 is below. What 28?
428.
Oh yeah, good eye. Oh, I got one at 25. Oh yeah. Yep. That triple.
Yeah.
Let's see if they V-flush. Notice how they're coming out of the top of this range, and the other prior ranges were hard V's out.
Yeah.
Notice how they're struggle grinding up. We know we have a change in character. Let's see what they do here. This one is kind of busting down like it has before. Kind of has that top tick thickness to it. My guess is they're going to jam up. I got 57.25 on the long. Going to be very defensive about this. Pick up a tick on it. I want to see how hard they pull back. That was a closed window, very conservative. Coming out of a medium range, going against that. Not quite certain what's happening. They are flushing back down. That was a good exit. Do not let my aggression, which was conservative, don't let that influence you. This does not look like a V-flush like the rest. We know they want to take reclaims. They're leaving a big fucking reclaim behind us. I think it's going to rack around a lot of reclaims. Let's see how much more they can drive this at lower. Can they drive it more low? Got a one lot fill at 46.75. I'm going to flatten that. Conservative. Going for the range against medium time frame. See if it can pull down some more. starting to get more clear about what's happening. We know they want reclaims, and we know we have a good reclaim above us. You gotta have slip advantage. You gotta be going into reclaims.
Long 48.75.
Okay.
A little bit of drawdown.
Keep in mind the best trades work right away.
Yeah, I think it's invalidated below 43.50.
Make a decision.
I'm gonna cut that. Cut it.
This is actually starting to pan out like we originally thought, where it's kind of now this thing is shooting fucking hard. I think you could have been a little tighter on that reclaim trade.
Yeah.
Nailing a short 44.50s and scalping it here. Just because you gotta have that reclaim, dude. I need you to make sure you have the full extent of the reclaim. That is the game. We're shifting gears. The way your approach needs to be a little different. If my trading's getting to you, you need to let me know. Remember, I've been doing this longer. It's okay. I'm just wanting to know why I did what I did. Now, here's the deal. I don't know what they're going to do right here. Make sure you have crystal clear. We know we're getting a change in character. This is getting bigger than we're used to. Now she could pull to near the top of the range and start coming back in. If we zoom out and look at the other ranges, they did that. But this one is a little bigger than I expect. You know what I mean? So if she starts retapping 60s, I think there just might be a long on deck. The problem is you have a massive fucking reclaim to the downside. We know we're super changed in character. Now, it is my belief we may push the 90s if this starts to come up and out. But we also have to be careful because there's too much fucking reclaim on our ass. It will offer a pullback. See if they can dump. Can they dump more? Never getting in too early. This market will punish you for chasing entries. We know it wants to take a lot of its reclaims back. We know it's changing character here, but this is also looking like a slip range. Notice how it has this giant almost end pattern to it. So we know that there's too many if-then variables that are conflicting. We know they could be attempting to pull down. Now they're starting to put in a reclaim here. There's still a monster reclaim below us. Are they going to be able to get through that? So they're kind of validating the top end. We want them to pull the slack out of the looseness. We want them to fill and chop it. If they fill and chop it, that means it's getting tighter, which is good. Now they are slipping. They're slipping up here, and below us is also a slip. There might be a change in gear. So at this point, I'm absolutely not certain what they're doing. Going tight here. I'm going to go for it. 59s. It's not working. 59.25. Stalling a little too much. It's tight as shit. There's a big change in character here. For me, it's kind of worth taking some risk. Staying right underneath me. They're really trading like hell right here. There it goes. That may come right. Pull back on me. I don't like it. Been in it too long. Take a 2 ticks out of it. Close window. Bit aggressive on it, but conservative at the same time. It may work. Let's see what they do now. They're starting to grind. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if they stop this out because there's too much change in character. It looks like it could be good. It might be dicking around before it actually finally works. There you go. A bit of a stop run right there. You're being quiet. I need you to talk to me.
Yeah, I just don't have clarity.
Don't do anything then.
Yeah.
They're slipping like hell. They've been slipping here and they were slipping below. I'm making peace, internally missing it. Because this is too much drama. That means I have a partial pulse check on it. Now we're starting to get a channel. We know these have been blowing out to the bottom side. So you're getting a lot of bar overlap. I've made peace with letting this go. Now these have been predominantly puking, but that I think we have too much change in character. I'm gonna let it try to puke in. I need them to take that big ass reclaim below us back. I think that if this is truly going to puke up, you need to let it give you a bigger pullback than you expect. Like this little tight shit isn't good enough. Notice it's flat topping a bit. See if it takes that big ass reclaim. Get on the channel line. Can they go down further? They can. Long 61.25s. I'm getting immediately blasted. I know these things have been puking again downward.
I grabbed 59.25 channel lows, but I think it's invalidating the channel lows.
Oh.
If it doesn't bounce back in a couple seconds, I'm going to try to cut it.
This is looking like shit. I'm going to get out. Loss.
I'm going to bankroll this. Took it there, 64.25.
Kind of in between on my view on this. They are slipping. We know we have a lot of slip. So this did puke. Huge reloading here. 62.50. Of course, they're taking the reclaim back. Now they have been kind of V-flushing a little bit, and they did it here.
I'm gonna try 6150. I don't want to go any higher than that though. I'm gonna pull it. It's kind of putting in a flat top at 65s. I'm gonna try 62, 62 even filled. It's kind of creating another channel. If it invalidates it, I'm gonna try to cut it. See what it does here. Take back this reclaim. I'm gonna take it to 72. Got it.
Frank, did you hit your daily goal?
No, God, no.
Because that was like a $150 trade with one micro. How much was that?
I don't think so. It's only $50 with one micro.
Okay. Man, I thought that was like a 30 point trade or something. It was, right?
No, I think it was only 10 points. I got in 62, cut it at 72.
Oh, okay. Okay. Uh, just maybe a tip. I don't know if you want to hear that.
Yep, shoot.
Okay. That was an excellent trade, but I think that's something that maybe you can do for the next one. No.
What is it?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear you, Cronin.
Okay. Well,
Fat
well,
Cat, could you
Ron,
talk,
I
please?
was
Oh no.
talking for a while. Could you not hear me? They were saying they couldn't hear me.
no, I haven't heard you for the last like 5 minutes.
All right. You got rejoin the dojo, and Miller, I'm gonna let you continue your thought with him.
Okay, okay. What I was talking before, Chronic, is it go a little bit up in your chart. Yeah, more or less around that zone when where you took the trade.
Yeah.
More or less, you see, you don't have like accumulation of bars prior to taking that trade. So you were taking like a knife falling down. I don't know if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think I got in
Okay.
like right here,
S-
and then it fell
Yeah,
back on me.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So something I've been noticing lately is that it is better for a sleep entry to actually have like a structure before actually getting into a trade. So for example,
This might
g-
dump.
going long was better in the accumulation of bars that is a little bit to the downside. Yeah, that one. So getting a sleep advantage there, it is more useful and it is more clean because you already have like a reclaim clear,
Mm.
and the price is respecting that zone. So you can more or less have more confidence of that zone holding the price.
Yeah.
So you are not catching a knife.
Sure.
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense, dude. I think waiting for one green bar is just a little too aggressive. Like I should be waiting for a
A little
couple.
bit. Yeah, I would say a
So you
little bit.
couldn't. Hey, man, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was trying to say, and you took a trade. I go, hey, what you need to understand is they're breaking out right here, but the thing is, they're filling all the reclaim. Every piece of slip or looseness, they're filling it in.
Hmm.
So you have to have reclaim advantage.
Yeah.
You've got to have it today. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Miller, I guess he didn't take it with reclaim advantage, did he?
Yeah, more or less that's what I was trying to say him that he didn't wait for a sleep entry as much as he could.
So
Yeah.
Mel, we both of us need to listen to Miller on this. He's a lot more of an expert in it. I'm sloppy at it, but I need you to understand that I need you to make sure that you are nailing slip advantage today because it's look how like they're overlapping so much
Hmm.
that even if the trade doesn't work and you have slip advantage, you should be getting instantly in the money.
Yeah.
Okay? And those could be good scalps. I mean, it's 10 5-point fucking slips. They're compacting and overlaying each other.
Yeah.
And I was saying that before he got in the trade, but apparently nobody could hear me because I was going for longs in there as well. But it's a different flavor. Like I need you to really make sure you're having some form of reclaim advantage. They're retracing all of them.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To some degree. Now notice if you zoom out on the 10-second, notice we got this pattern.
Yeah.
This with the white top. You got the chimney on the fucking top of the all of those ranges. So
Yeah.
at this point, I figure they were gonna push. What's interesting is this struggle grind did puke down, but then it flagged out sideways. Are you up, by the way?
Yeah. I'm
After that
up
trade?
$50.
Okay.
I just gotta piss real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep. That good shit, Miller. Call him out on that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Tell him what he needs to do different.
Okay, okay.
There he goes back down. It's a very kind of like I understand the flavor of this. I don't know if you're getting it, Miller. Are you seeing how they're dealing with this?
Yeah,
Like you're seeing how the market regime is.
yeah,
Change of
absolutely,
character on this.
absolutely.
All right, I'm back.
So, Chronic, I want you to just kind of get an idea of what's happening in this marketplace. We have a changing character on this down channel. They're wanting to refill shit. They started to break out of this bigger range, which became a change of character. You see the bigger range here?
10
Let me
seconds.
draw it. Yeah, just don't worry. You don't need to do any overlays right now where you got
No.
the 30 over the 10. It's not like that. Where I drew the arrow, but also like this one here is the same. This is the pattern we really want to pay attention to. They're repeating that one where you get the fucking range. You get a range with the chimney.
Yeah.
So like it's got the V flush on all these ranges. You want to make sure you have reclaim advantage. They're definitely hitting reclaims and slips. I need you to, no matter what you do, even if you think you're missing the trade, you're not. They're wanting to retrace a lot of shit before they go. And it's almost like we're walking through fucking thick mud right now. So there might be moves, but notice how like thick the movements are before as they're going. Let's just kind of wait, because I'm not quite certain what's happening at this point. It's almost like we're getting these sort of intermediate trends. Because on that 30-minute, these big-ass reclaims tend not to go all the way. They'll fucking probe at it and then retrace, and that really seems to be the deal here. It's not so much about breakouts as it is kind of reverting into some of these reclaims. Now we know we got a change in character here. So I think there's a tool for text. Maybe I can start doing that. Control Y. Changing character there. Because that's the first one to go down. If anything, there might be a meaner version right in this point. And I was thinking about 33s. Catch it on that pullback. I am not in it. I'm just kind of looking at it. It would be working. again, we're getting a lot of this as well. You're gonna have you do need to size down. Traders don't understand that you're in this environment. You have to have bigger stops, bigger rewards. If you're trading real tight, you're gonna get fucked up. They are slip ranging a lot here. We'll see what they do. Very clean reclaim above us right here. Off 35s. They're kind of over shoving. There's a bit of reclaim right below us. Right here. There's still some there as well. They're smacking it back. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna try a long here, 26.25. Got reclaim advantage. I think it's invalidated if it starts taking back that reclaim below us. What does that reclaim go down to? It goes down to 22s, it looks like. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's taking it back here. I'm gonna cut it.
Cat, can you hear me?
He stepped away for a second.
Okay. So Karin, I mean, I want to be clear with you. I by no means better than you. Okay.
No, I got you,
But
man.
because I'm not trading, I think I can see, different stuff that maybe you do right now.
Sure.
So are you like open to me actually giving you another tip or something?
Yes, yes. Keep it up. That's why you're here.
Okay, so I would say in that trade you really got sleep, but I think you ignore the downside trend in which we are right now. I don't
Sure.
know.
I had a shit, so my bad.
Okay. Yeah, correct. Tell Fatka the trade you just took.
So I took a small loss while you were gone, Cat, like a quarter stop. trying to go long at the bottom of a channel that I thought I saw with reclaim advantage, slip advantage, and stuff like that. But Miller's trying to tell me right now how I could have done that better.
Yeah, just because I think he was a little bit maybe too focused into that one, and maybe he ignored the context, the narrative, and he went long against the downside trend, which is very prominent. So I think maybe that's the one mistake I see Chronic did in that trade.
Sure.
So say that again.
So basically, he did everything okay. He just
Yeah.
ignored, I think, that he just ignored the downside trend in which we are right now.
What? Tell me why you were trying to get into Chronic.
It's kind of hard for me to explain it without drawing on the charts. Let me just screenshot it real quick. I'll send you a screenshot. Red pen. I kind of saw a larger channel that I was trying to long the bottom of.
Oh, are you talking about this one right here?
Yes.
It's not. It doesn't look like the others. You notice that?
Hmm.
I think there might be an opportunity in this region, potentially. We know they're slipping. Yeah, that one doesn't look like the others. I mean, I think they might be bottom ticking here. Could be wrong. They're going tight. We know there's a lot of slip above us. But it is a downtrend. They seem to be retracing quite a bit. I got a 19 long that I've been kind of sitting in. I'm gonna break even on it. Yeah, dude, that you make sure that patterns are kind of looking similar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know there's a big ass reclaim below us. We know we have a lot of slip above. Do I hold position? I don't hold positions. I scalp or do point to points. Let's look for some form of a change of character. No, I don't have any open positions. That thing that it did here is kind of weird, where you try to go trade. This looser and fucking shit, man. Notice how they're so if this is truly gonna turn around, it's gonna be, we gotta let them take out all the slack. You almost need to watch it on the 3-second on your Vista or whatever. There is quite a bit of a reclaim right below 19s. See if they take that out. It's like these thick rolls or some shit like that. Like, it's gonna take longer than you think, and it's gonna really fill in a lot of bullshit. There it goes. They filled it in. $21, $25 long out. There's your open position, and it's closed. So look how chronic. It's really tight. You need to. They're gonna take out all the slack. Any like little bit of reclaim, you're gonna want to really look at your 3-second or whatever. They're as they're rotating the market here, they're really trying to take it. Am I monitoring volume and value? What do you mean? And how do you feel about TPO? Well, I don't use TPO. I think it's outdated. All profiles are ranges based off price action. And if you've looked at enough profiles, you'll know what kind of price action makes a profile. For example, I could tell you that there's definitely a profile here in this location. I'll draw it right the fuck now. There you go. Didn't need to fucking draw that to know it. You could just tell by the price action at some point. There's that rotation. Chronic, do you think you want to do a meditation? Seems like you're having
I might need
struggle
to.
with clarity.
It's not so much clarity. It's just like, how the fuck am I supposed to capitalize off these moves? You know. It's like I don't really get it. Like I can't find enough clarity to be able to push anything. But at the same time, the rotations are so wide that I can't afford the risk of sizing up. You know, it's like my average win is going to be half as much as my average loss, but I don't have the win rate to support that because I'm losing more than I'm winning. At least the last few days I have been. So it's just kind of frustration.
What's with the frustration? Say that again.
It's like I'm looking at these moves and I know I need 20 points of risk, but if I'm only getting 10 points of profit, I'm gonna fucking be here forever. You know. It's frustrating.
So you're frustrated because
Yeah, I'm frustrated with size.
look, let's do this. Let me have you just start putting on good trades. And I'll just have you trade it. Okay?
Mm.
So the problem is like I need you like if we're gonna have you risk more, I need you to be getting into more winning trades, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
So let this go. I'm gonna lock my Dom. What we'll do is I'm gonna have you drill trades.
Alright, I'll switch to Sim.
May I interrupt?
Yes.
Okay. Correct. Something that in the past, recent past, like 2 weeks ago or something, when I was like trading really poor. Something that really helped me it is to maybe switch my mind a little bit to being more of a scalper. Um, I know that Fat Cat uh actually says that you need to be pushing more, but and that's true. But when you are like when you want a high win rate or want, that psychological support to validate what you are doing and how you are doing it, when you just want to be like more comfortable and relaxed about trading, I would say that going for more scalps around 4 points, I would say, really helps. Because you are going to nail more wins if you take a sleep advantage trading. So I don't know, maybe you could try that a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, and I really do like scalping, and I've been trying to scalp the last couple days, but it's like I'll nail 2 or 3 really good scalps, and I'm only up $50. You know, um,
Exactly. Yeah.
it's but if I size up too much on these micros, it's also like I'm getting blown out of every trade, and next thing you know, I'm hitting daily loss limit. So maybe it's a contentment issue, and I just need to be content with taking small wins. Even if it flounders the account, even if I'm not getting any closer to profit target, just getting those reps in on those small trades might help me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly my thoughts.
Okay. So we got a channel. We know these have been puking. We know there's a big reclaim below us. We know there's a lot of slack. Let's actually go to the 3-second chart. I want you to look at the 3-second. And I want you to do how we did the 3-second with the 30-second. Okay?
Okay.
So put the 10-second over where the 30 is, and then have the 3 kind of smaller.
All right.
They puked it here. These aren't candles. They're number bars. It's a hack. These are the settings. No text, full background, based on volume percentage, none. Everything's colored solid. So it's called number bars. But there's no numbers in it. It's to replicate Auction Vista. So I'm going to get you into a good trades. I don't want us to be dicking around.
You want me on sim though, right?
Yeah. So we know they've been puking these. We did have a problem where it did a CIC over there, which has kind of gotten us to go down, but now we're starting to see this blue guy push low. Yeah, we've been using the 30-second, but it's this type. Today's a little bit different. Go ahead, and I want you to get long right this minute.
Got it.
28.50s.
You got 28.75.
Okay. They are a bit compacted here. Go ahead and cut it. I was absolutely wrong on that.
Got it.
They took that whole reclaim back. I was a little too aggressive. Now I want you to wait. I want you to queue up 17.25 long. Queued in it.
Yep.
It'll tag you most likely. worry about that. I know it's rolling over by a tick. There it is. Now they should take a huge chunk of this reclaim back. They may not. We'll see. It's kind of going tight, which I don't like. They need to break 1850s. There it is. Flat top, they're going to probably push 25, 23 maybe. Kind of getting ugly. You're gonna need to take a break even if it comes back. You should get it. Well, they're gonna roll under you. You do have reclaim above you. It should come back. We'll see though. I know that's frustrating. Kind of had you in that for too long. Go ahead and cut it. We're gonna just keep drilling until we get a good pulse check. Cut it.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get a pulse check. So see, it's retracing the fuck out of some of these reclaims. And if you want to scalp it aggressively or whatever, I'll have you make the decision. We know that they're kind of just grinding down off these little squares now. They could be trying to gun the overall reclaim below us. Just wait. They're still very aggressive about retracing. Go ahead and when it seems like it's pushing out, let them Q short like 1150 or something. Right there. That will give you reclaim advantage. 1150-ish. I don't think it. There's the fill. Bit of reclaim below us. Let's see if they can take it and bust it. Don't need to overhold. If you want to bankroll, you feel free. Still holding it?
Yeah.
Take it off at the bottom of this range.
Took it 725.
Let's just bankroll a little bit. could still be going down, but we're gonna wait. Take a look at the 30-second. See what is going on. Notice they're putting in a bunch of little squares. They might be ping-ponging between them. But we could also be in a downtrend, so we want to just wait. Go ahead and queue a even,
For long,
short,
short.
short.
I misclicked, got filled 725.
Short?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and just hold that. You might get 300s out of this. It just comes back a lot. It's kind of like a 2-point scalp might be where you can bankroll, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the problem is it keeps retracing the shit out of reclaims. If they fucking break the resistance above you, you might be in trouble. So I want you to go ahead and fucking cut this thing for like a point or two. Go ahead and cut it. We just need to stack chips at this point. It definitely has like... Worry about that 300. Okay, that was so fierce at that point. They're probably going to retrace a shitload of it. Go ahead and catch it at 96s, maybe. Long.
Got it.
There's
9650.
Now cut it at 99s or 300s. Cut it at 99s, 300s.
Got it.
There
99
you
even.
go. Do you see how they're doing it? They're forcing it, but it snaps back. Force, snap back. Force, snap back. Force, snap back. Are you feeling it or no?
Yeah. It's just I've been so zoomed out the last couple weeks. It's hard for me to come back to this low time frame shit.
This is why trading's so hard, is because... Here, look at my screen for a minute.
Yeah.
Like my stream.
Yeah, I'm watching.
I don't think we're VIX 50 today. I have a feeling it's a lot lower. Okay.
Yep.
You gotta understand that, like... You know, you were... Oh. You were doing well here. Now we're like about here, and it's cooling off. So if you haven't traded specific VIXs, it's new for you, and it's going to be tough. We were trading VIX 50, you're getting used to it. But whatever we're at now is where you might have traded this before, but now, since you haven't traded it for a few weeks, it's cooling off. Okay, so that's what makes it so hard, is like something has changed. You've traded this before, but it's cooled down. You're not used to it, and you got to make that gear shift mentally.
Mm.
And you got to imagine this dot is moving up and down this slider scale, and it takes a minute for you to warm up to an environment. However, the environments that we haven't been on for a few weeks start to cool down like a heat map.
Yeah.
So you're having a hard time readjusting. That's what makes trading so hard. You need to be able to identify, first and foremost, have you traded it? If not, you're going to struggle. Then when it happens, you need to adjust it to it. If you're not familiar with the environment, it's going to take you a lot longer to adjust to it.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so hard. You have to go through the seasons. That's the thing. If you move to fucking Alaska and you never experienced a winter there, you're going to have a hard time the first year.
Yeah.
It won't be till like year 3 that you start to understand what you need to do.
Yeah.
Prepare for it, you know, assuming you live in a log cabin or something or whatever. So just keep that in mind. This is why it's so difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
And don't be using your P&L as a measurement of improvement.
Yeah.
Like how, see, it's a lot of slip. They're slipping everything.
Yeah.
Everything is just being absolutely. We're getting directional movement, but they're just slipping everything in between. So it just scalping like a point or two is kind of where you need to be.
Yeah.
It's not so goddamn face melting where. Like my wins today were in the 20s and teens, so 5 points to a half of a 5-point layup.
Yeah.
Now we're doing it. They're giving us another box. But if we go to the 30-minute, we know they don't take these reclaims, or 30-second. They're probably going to bang these boxes above us. I know it is downtrending overall, but due to the nature of these massive reclaims, they tend to not go all the way through them without some monstrosity of a retrace. Go ahead and get long at the bottom of this range. You in it?
No, I fat thumbed there. I'm trying to get
Don't do it then. Wait.
I
You
got
gotta wait for it to come back to 94.75s.
I
or
got 96.
94.50. You have 96?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a little bit of reclaim below you. Keep that in mind, and it's tight above you.
Yeah.
Alright? Now, if this comes back, which it might, you're going to need to go for a break even on it. You might get it. You might be able to get a break even. Because there's reclaim above now. When you look at that 3-second, you need to go into the loose spots. Avoid the tight. It could retrace. There's still reclaim above us. I mean, I know we're in a downtrend. See if they can retrace. Sit on a break even. Sit on that break even.
Got
You
it.
should have got out.
Yeah.
You're out?
Yeah.
Good. You see how it's kind of working? Best trades work right away. So now they're coming out of the box. We're going to wait for them to make another box. Now we're gonna struggle grind low. We haven't seen that in a while. Which, let me go back and look at them. They've all been kind of like, kind of going puking a little bit, and then they retrace, except for the CIC. So what could happen is this could come out the bottom. Let's see if this comes out a little bit. And then what? So they are channeling low. So we want to really avoid the tight spots and be trading loose. This is how you can get in trouble. This is why I had you cut. So let them come out. And then we want to see them like stop run some of the tight bullshit above us to where they create a new loose riff. There's the puke. Go ahead and go long in 83s or some shit. Let them take whatever.
I
like
got
82s, 83.
I got 85-25. I jumped the gun a little bit.
See, that's way too fucking. See, it's going tight on you. You can hold it because now it's loose in your favor.
Yeah.
You try to push this 95s. Go ahead and cut it at the right up in here.
Got it. 91.
Go. So you're kind of getting in a little too fucking early on this. Like you gotta make sure the slack isn't there. Watch the 3 second.
And the reason for
Okay.
that is because it's like I've been killing myself the last couple weeks trying to trade fucking VIX 50, and it's like, get in now. You got to get in now. And now it's cooling off, and I'm like, all right, change of pace. I got to
Exactly.
fucking
So
shift
now you
gears
gotta-
here.
Exactly. This is what makes it so hard. Now you need to use your left hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard for my brain to do that. Like, my brain's
I
off.
know,
It
I
fucking
know.
hurts.
I know it's hard to get the brain to shift, but the longer it takes for you to shift, it just has to happen.
Mhm.
You'll get better at it. It's just one of those little skill sets, man.
Yeah.
It's like there's this thing is so nuanced with skill sets. I mean, it's all the little fucking things you gotta get better at.
Yeah. It's like learning a sport, but you're playing every fucking position on the field. You know, you got to
Yeah,
get
you have
good
to
at left
perform
wing. You
every
got to
day.
get good at right wing. You got to get good at center. You got to get good at face-offs. You got to you're goalkeeping one day. You know, you're all over the fucking place. It's not like you're just focusing on one specific niche fucking thing, because it's gonna be gone next week. You get good at it now, sure, it's gone. But then guess what? A couple weeks, couple months, it's back, and now you need to remember how to do that again.
And then you have to identify it too.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes to restore your psychology, you need to just punt some fucking small scalps, like Miller said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lock in a few wins, feel good, and just stick to the formula. I mean, you haven't done this before, so you have to just give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people. Here's the thing, you're starting to realize exactly what you need to do, what the adjustments are. There are people who are trading this app with no fucking clue what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. Do you want to break for a little bit?
I assume you do.
A little bit. Just like 10 minutes. Let me get up, shake my legs a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we can reassess, see where I'm at, whether or not to keep trading. Because on one hand, I do feel good, but I know fatigue is going to start kicking in soon. And I think a break would do me good.
Maybe we could take like oh, I got a meeting at 9:45, 11:45. Yeah, just take a break as long as you need.
Sure.
Let
Sure.
me know when you're ready.
All right. I'll be back.
Starting to feel fatigue. All right, we're gonna take a break here. He's getting fatigued. I'm getting a little fatigued. Yuki, if you're here, actually, Yuki, if you're here, go ahead and raise your hand. Because I know we need to talk about whatever the fuck you guys are trying to achieve.
Hello?
Yep.
Hey, what's up?
I know you asked me a question yesterday. I think it was in this chat about.
Yeah, I was speaking about daily management, almost.
And us call about management. We figure out a way to be each one's risk management, but it's really hard to know how to fix daily loss when. What do you mean by that?
Uh, like we try to set up some management rules to each one of our trading style. But like I felt like it was like a fixed stop, like a arbitrary fixed stop without a proper reason. I mean, we try to optimize longevity to the game, so try to have daily loss in order to have like a maximum of experience. But at the
Yeah,
same time, what like we discussed a lot about should we try when we're having a good day, should we try to push more or should we just try to stop at the wins, like the targets? And like when you were in stream yesterday and you spoke about clarity,
yeah.
like I felt like I think it was more about a gray answer than just like daily stop and daily targets. Um,
I think you need five. You guys need at least 5 tries, and you have to adjust it upon volatility. So right now, the average rotation is about 10 points, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, like, how big of a stop do you think you need? Give me just a second.
Yeah, sure.
Just a moment. So, I don't know what you guys, because you know when volatility is up, and we're cooling down a little bit today. When volatility is up, you guys need bigger, looser everything. Bigger
Yeah,
pull
we
stop.
already made the adjustment on that. It was more about how we manage our PNL daily.
I think it's good to have. I think it's good to have a target. Parker does it. I do it, and just stop. However, and also I think it's good not to go beyond 2 hours. Like I'm kind of fucking tired.
Yeah,
You
we
know.
also fixed like I think it's what 1 hour and a half maximum of all sessions.
Yeah. So I think it's very important, you guys, because it's you're not. There's just a point where you're not gonna outperform fatigue.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Like we said, it was like drunk drunk trading anyway, so pointless.
I think there should be a target, but if you achieved it relatively quickly and the trader feels really good, like you got to ask them, how good are you? Do you feel? Do you want to keep going? So once they hit past a target, whatever that is, because it's good to have upside targets, I think
Yeah, yeah, of course.
within reason. You
I
know,
think our main issue of Matt, Lucas, and myself is that, like for example, today I noticed, for the first time, I noticed the switch between clarity and confusions, and it's like a whole skill set to actually notice that when you goes from clarity to confusions.
yeah.
And I think yeah, that's the skill itself, and that's why it's so hard to know when we should stop and when we try to achieve the targets, but we don't have clarity, or when we are beyond targets and we still have clarity. So it's a little bit nuance almost.
that definitely matters.
Yeah.
Like if you're really in the zone and you feel good, keep pushing.
Yeah.
Uh, but don't overdo it. Push it just a little bit more, and then check in again. But also, like, you gotta like that 2 hours. You need to just step the fuck out because you're processing so much fucking information.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
I mean,
I
it's
think
crazy.
we since we started trading together, we all reduced our trading sessions to about like we used to push a lot, and now we are all averaging like 1 hour, I think, something like that, and that's good. And the review sessions take hours, so usually we have like 2 hours or 3 hours calls. So that's a lot to work if we trade more.
Yeah, I think it's a mistake to spend more time than needed in front of the screens. Otherwise, you're just burning yourself out. Um, yeah, an hour, 2 hours. I think you guys are all going to be different. But yeah, just how does the trader feel about it? Are they clear? Do they feel really good? Do they achieve the target quick? If they did, they can go a little bit more. Not a second target, but maybe a half of it or whatever.
Yeah, but um, that's when the clarity parts come in. I mean, especially for me today, I crushed it on my two first trade because like I've made my narration behind it and it was clear. So I was super clear about what's gonna happen, and then I was like halfway to targets and I wanted to push to the targets, but at the same time I lose clarity at this moment. And yeah,
So if
that the yeah.
did you lose clarity when you were in the middle of the trade
Uh,
or between trades?
I think well, yeah, yes, it was in between trades.
Okay.
So it's
That's
it's
gonna
it's really
happen.
hard to tell. Yeah, it's really
That's
hard
the
to tell.
thing. That's the thing. When you're not trading, you're not sure what's going on most of the time.
Yeah,
Clarity is pretty brief.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And it needs time to build up after a moment of clarity.
It's like rain. It rains it rains and then it clears up. And then it
Yeah,
rains and it clears up. It's like the weather. It's going to keep coming in and out, in and out, in and out. You need to make sure that you're only trading it on the clear clarity. So when you're not clear, you just need it to fucking dance around until it gets clear again. The problem is if you're getting tired of waiting for that level of clarity to resurface, it's probably good to take a break. Like
yeah,
taking a fucking 30-minute nap even, it can help. Like just like resting, meditating, doing something very relaxing uh if you plan on coming back.
yeah.
So
Um,
does that kind of answer it or not really?
like I think we all noticed today that it was all about clarity, and you keep saying that. And yeah, like I think we need training to actually identify when we do have clarity and when we don't, and actually have the proper behavior
Well,
to.
you need to be tagging, and if you run the loop timer with, and you just start tagging between the thing, every time it beeps, what
Yeah,
are
and we are doing that, but yeah, like I think we are not experienced enough, and maybe we are rushing some ideas. Like something is it's setting up, um, and then yeah,
very
it's
well?
taking more time to actually execute.
I mean, you could be rushing things.
Yeah, I think it's
If
most
you're
of the time
rushing,
that's
if
what
you're
we are
rushing
doing.
something, if you're rushing something, and you know you are, that means you're getting uncomfortable. So that isn't just clarity at that point. When you're starting to rush a trade, that's becoming an emotional problem. you're getting uncomfortable that the train isn't ready yet, and now you're kind of FOMOing, or you're trying to force it or press it. You're trying to make it happen when it's not done because you're getting uncomfortable waiting. So the patience is starting to lack. You're starting to lose patience. At that point, it's not even about clarity. At that point, it's your patience is lacking. And if your patience is lacking, that's going to kill you too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's a
Yeah, yeah.
multifaceted issue. It's like
I,
well, I'm not clear on the idea, but I need to take a trade. Well, you're doing that because you have a lack of patience. That requires
yeah.
a different solution to fix. That's when we do the hypnosis, like you've probably sat when I do it with chronic. You
Yeah.
need to fucking step back and get patient. You need to look at the price action and start to meditate on it and get patient. The moment you're starting to rush a trade and you guys figure that out, fix it immediately.
Yeah. I think there is some rhythm inside of trading at the same time because like I spend many time building my narrations, and when everything is clear, I just execute on it and the idea is done, basically.
Hmm.
But that doesn't mean that there is a second trade right after or something building up right after. I think most of the time, I think I should just spend more time in between trades, just waiting for new narration to build.
Correct.
And because like there is no A plus setup 2 times in a row. Usually they are building up like a range,
Yeah.
and at some point you just take the trade, and that's the breakout, and that's it. You have to wait for the new range forming, almost
Yeah.
something like that. And I can only speak for myself because like that's that's specific to my trading. I don't know how Matt and Luca are having some issue with that.
Well, they're gonna have to figure that out.
And
That's the thing. You do need a reset.
yeah,
That's all it is. Is like take the trade, reset.
yeah, I think
Plain and simple.
that's a
And
habit we are not doing for sure.
you have to reset. There's plenty of opportunities, but and that's the thing. The market will reward you if you are patient. You get so that what this is telling me is there's a lack of patience going on. That's what.
I think we are too naive that a good setup happens like in a row.
Yeah, no, you guys aren't patient.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the
Maybe that's
that's exact.
that's the main
That's I'm
thing.
telling you. That is the
Yeah.
problem. You guys are not being fucking patient. You guys are. Let me ask you this: when you're rushing these setups, do you know you're rushing the setups?
Um, I feel like I'm taking B straight,
And you know you're
and
taking B trades, right?
yeah, yeah.
So you're rushing it.
The first
You're
one
not
are
being
usually
patient.
A. Yeah,
You're not being patient. That's what my. If you look at my screen, it says, "Are you wanting to trade now? No desire to trade. Slight urge to trade. I'm taking the B trade." Or I
yeah,
want to trade now. That is patience. This one is all patience.
yeah.
You guys, you guys need to focus on patience. So doing some visualizations or meditations where you see yourself waiting 30 minutes or 20 minutes in between setups.
I think we are we might have some patience issue, but it's not related to patience itself. It's almost like we forgot a step in trading.
What
We do
step is
we
that?
do our preps, like we do our preps, and that's why it's created a really good narrative for the first trade. But as the sessions go on, like we almost forget to step back and create a new cycle of analyze the markets create new narrative, and that's the parts it's missing, and that's why we are rushing some trade, I think.
What kind of system can you build to put in place to take a
I think
step?
I can only tell for me and Lucas because Matt is different. Maybe he's trying to be a little bit more systematic, just a little bit because like you have to follow his MO. But for me and Lucas, I think we might just create a new protocol, not a protocol, like we create a narrations. We took out the trade, and then we create a new step to actually wait for new relation to setting up.
Correct. So
And
after a trade, maybe there's a system or a fail-safe to where
yeah,
you have
because like
to reset.
it's not clear in my head that I have to redo a whole process to
'Cause
actually
it's a
create a
lot of
new narrative.
a lot of information.
Yep.
What you're doing, and then you forget to do certain steps.
Yeah, definitely. And just the price keep evolving, and we are getting like almost to zoom in it. We are trying to catch the little informations, and we are not stepping back to see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
I mean, especially for me. So I'm thinking I just need to create like I do create a narration. I do trade, and I do wait for new narrations. Just create a new step to actually redo the cycle.
Yeah.
Um,
So it seems like you know what you need to do.
yeah, I'm good at finding my my own issues. I think I'm good at I don't know how to say, like identify other problems too. But I like experience, and I like some skills to actually like. I think clarity is almost like a skill.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
So seems like you know what you need to do. I know you're gonna sit here and think about it, and then you'll figure it out. And if you don't, let me know. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know what you think about it, but we gonna exchange each other rhythmic password. So we're gonna block ourselves with daily stops.
Okay.
So we won't have any access to our rhythmic anymore. We're just gonna set up the rules and then give the password to other. So we are now each other risk manager almost.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good idea.
So that's an idea that maybe other can try. But you need to find peers to actually do that. So
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. All right, man. You got any more questions?
I don't know. Maybe as for Matt or Lucas, I don't know if they can speak, but if they can write a
They want
message.
to,
I don't
they
know.
can.
Hey, I'm just letting you know I'm back, Cat.
Yeah, but for me, I think
Hold on. What's up?
I'm just letting you know I'm back.
All right, give me a minute. I'm talking to Lucas. Or
all right.
Yuki. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Yuki?
Yeah, I just said like I think for myself, I found what I need to do. I'm gonna try it, and yeah, let me. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
All right. I need to actually talk to Chronic.
Yeah, sure.
They have questions they can ask me. Chronic, you
Look,
there?
Yep.
All right, man. I was talking to Yuki the whole time. I need like, I don't know if you and Miller want to work together. And Miller, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you just drill him on
Chronic?
slipping in? Cause I need to take a fucking break.
Yeah, sure. To Chronic or Yuki.
Chronic,
Okay. Yeah, sure. When he is back, we're going to drill.
he's back.
Yeah, I'm here,
Chronic,
man.
are you
Okay.
able? Do you want to take a longer break, or do you want to drill some more?
I could drill some more, and then I might take like. Are you planning on taking a break until after your meeting?
I need like a 20. Yeah, it would be later in the day that.
In that case,
I
then
think
why don't
we'll
we?
get back. I think we'll be getting together around closer to close the last 2 hours.
Okay, let's do that then, and I'll take a break, like really mentally reset. Because I think if I sit here in front of this screen literally all day on my day off, I'm gonna fucking get cranky pants.
Yeah, for sure.
So
All right, we'll do that then.
yeah, take a break, reconvene in a couple hours.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'll catch you later, Miller.
Yeah, sure.